Mr. Predator. Oh, well, I did not find the alien hunting me in the jungle, but I did find you, an audience. So, of course, I'm going to chatter away and completely ignore the creature in the trees who wanted to, kill me, rip my head off my body, and skin my remains and keep me as a trophy. Because, that can happen. Typical Tuesday. Anywho, so why am I talking about alien bounty hunters? Because I saw the latest in the surprisingly still alive Predator franchise, which has gone through many iterations and is currently on, I'm happy to say, a three-peat of good movies in a row. Courtesy of Daniel, I think Trachtenberg is the name. So, he's currently the one running and directing whatnotting the Predator thing for Disney. And we've had the excellent Prey, the fun time that is Predator Killer Killers, and now our third in the, a good stretch of movies set, Predator Badlands. Which, I will say, I think preferred Prey just a bit more, but Badlands is actually pretty great. So what is Badlands compared to the others? Something different, which honestly, that's a good thing to try. Because the Predator movies, for the most part, follow, the original Predator movie from the 80s, which you have a group of people, usually with guns, in a setting, typically a jungle, and a predator hunting them, preying upon them, so on and so forth, you get it. And that's kind of the formula for every single movie, with the exception of, 2018's The Predator, which is a piece of shit. It's a little bit off formula, too, but for that one, not to its benefit. You have the original, which is still probably the best in the franchise because it's the progenitor. Predator 2, which is a lot of fun. I actually quite enjoy it. It's goofy. It has grown. It has grown in my heart over the years. Predators, which is fun. Its biggest crime is it's just the first movie again. Then you have the AVP movies, which are different but bad. First one's entertaining bad. It's a good bad movie. Requiem is literally unwatchable because it's so dark you can't see what's going on. Bad movie, bad. And then you have The Predator, which is a fascinatingly bad movie that you get to watch every creative decision be the wrong one. So, interesting in that method, but a bad movie that has only gotten worse with age and is something you should really study in a film class of what not to do. And now we're on our new set of movies, Prey, Killer Killers, and Badlands. And they're good. I should probably talk about Badlands now. And I'm stalling a little bit because Badlands' plot is not complicated, so I don't want to go into it too much. I will say that, genre-wise, this is not really a typical Predator movie. This is a classic action-adventure movie from the 70s and 80s. This has more in common with, say, Conan the Barbarian or Dark Crystal, Beastmaster, these kind of 80s action schlock movies where you have a protagonist who's not that bright, going on a quest of some kind for some reason or another, gathering a troop of sidekicks, and going on an adventure. And that's the entire movie. And Badlands is exactly that. And it is something that people have asked for from the Predator franchise for literally ever. Well, not for ever, but since the franchise began, and people said, hey, I like that. What if the monster was the protagonist? And now, decades later, hey, let's give that a shot. And what do you know? It works just fine. So yes, folks, there is no bait and switch. There is no, he's the protagonist, but but you're gonna follow the human character most of the movie. No. Our lead predator, Deck, is straight up the protagonist. He is the lead. He is the main character you follow through the entirety of the movie. He is the main character. There are sidekicks, but they're not the main character. He remains the main character for the entire film. He is not sidelined. He is not pushed aside for the people for the normal human looking things. Nope, he is our lead, and pretty good. And I'm happy to say, subtitled the entire film. He does not speak a lick of English. He does not learn English. He would not bother learning English. We have some characters that speak English, but they are using a universal translator. Our Deck, our Yucha, predator species. The Yucha, it's Yucha. He speaks their language the entire time. He does not switch to English. We do not do a thing to where you hear the predator language and suddenly it turns into translated English. No, he just subtitled the whole time. It's appreciated. It's good. Again, not a complicated plot. Deck is the runt of the litter from his family. Stuff happens, and he goes to the titular Badlands planet, which is looks like Pandora's ugly sister. Also, it's kind of Mordor at the same time. It's kind of an ugly hell of a place. It's very Australia coded. Australia joke. But yeah, goes there, runs across a Weyland-Yutani cyborg, or at least half of one. Yes, folks. Actually, android. But yes, folks. For now, for the second time officially in the Disney era, Predator and Alien are officially joined at the hip as sister franchises once again. Because our main bad guys in this thing is Weyland-Yutani, well, aside from the planet. But yeah, they are here. They are now officially part of the thing. It works fine. They continue what they have basically gone into now, which is being Space Umbrella, which I can feel a little bit of I might see people be kind of annoyed they're now a less serious threat. There's only a threat, but it's like a cartoonish evil threat, like wah kind of evil threat instead of the cynical, unfeeling business thing from the original Alien. That was a long time ago. Neither franchise has done anything with that since the 80s. We're doing a cartoon villain thing now. It's functional. It's fine. Yes. Deck runs into a Weyland-Yutani cyborg android lady. Half of her, because her legs are missing. And weirdly, this thing parallels Star Wars a lot from this point on. That actually is the best comparison I can give you. My one-sentence review of this thing is, Predator Badlands is the best Star Wars movie I've seen in, say, a decade plus. Compliment there, which is, that shows you how far Star Wars has fallen now. I'm having to explain comparing it to Star Wars as a compliment. I'm talking the OG 70s, 80s Star Wars stuff. Not anything in the sense, I guess I'll be generous and enroll and add Phantom Menace into this era. Anything past that? Nah. No. But yeah, it's a 70s adventure movie, and that's mostly because the original Star Wars stuff was cribbing / inspired by that material, the serials and the adventure stuff. Predator Badlands is in the same department of that kind of storytelling. So the comparisons happen there. Although there are weirdly a lot of other Star Wars comparisons to this movie that it would not take much for a rewrite to turn this into Chewbacca Origins. So, be aware of that. It just makes kind of funny comparisons. But yes, Deck and Android Lady, who is now strapped to his back in a bag, like 3PO, go on their quest to find the thing that he needs to kill to regain his honor. Plot happens. It's a good time. Action is good. The effects are great. They went with the decision to have an actor in a Predator costume with the face is all CGI'd, which slightly disappointing because, Predator faces being extremely complicated, awesome animatronic heads. Cool. But for this movie, where the Predator is the lead character and performing action scenes constantly and has to emote a lot, I could see having an expensive, very heavy animatronic head strapped to your actor's face the entire filming schedule. Kind of a problem, I'd say. So doing it all CGI, it works fine. It looks good. Like, there's no problem with it being CGI beyond the fact you notice that it is, but it's a Predator alien, man, it's fine. It works just fine. I have no trouble with it. You get used to it within like 5 minutes. Also, the other thing that I was worried about with this movie was it is actually PG-13. But they get around this to a degree. Because, again, predators are protagonist. And the other characters in here, the humanoids, are synths. They're synthetics. They're robots. Which means the good old 80s cartoon logic of if it ain't human, you're allowed to do whatever you want to in terms of violence. So they go ham here. Decapitations, head stomps, ripping aparts, mutilations, bisections. Everything happens. And it's perfectly fine because they're either robots or a monster and they got green blood or white milk blood or purple shit. All the colors of the rainbow of viscera and gore. Perfectly fine because it's not red. It's not red, and they're not technically humans, so it's perfectly okay to rip them in half. Also, no titties. So, that's the other thing that you can't do and keep PG-13. No titty, very little blood. But, if it ain't human, do what you like. Although, I guess, you can't really have, if it's an alien, you can't show titties still. So, if I was on there and had my titties out, I'd have to have a bra on. Just the way it goes. This is the internet, so I don't have to do any of that shit. Anyway, entertaining movie, action is good, payoff's pretty fun, and the ending shows that Trachtenberg is very much of the school of, I'm going to have an ending that's going to roll immediately into the next movie, kind of endings, but that's okay. I want more, this is fun. We are now officially on a 3-movie hot streak. Don't fuck it up, buddy. I want more of these good Predator movies. Killer Killers was fun. Do a proper full-on live-action historical. I'll be happy. I've heard rumors of a straight-up World War II movie. That'd be awesome. I would like that just fine. Or, we could do the samurai thing still. Killer Killers had that, which is pretty good. I wouldn't mind going back for another bite. But I think the World War II movie has more fun to do with it. Could be more fun. I'm going to await to be exploded by the Predator's, shot cannon shoulder thing. And then another me will show up later, just because that's how things roll. It's fun being a clone species. Yay! Oh yeah, like and subscribe, get on my Patreon, watch me draw porn, and so on, so forth. Encourage me to do more of this shtick. Bye-bye, later. Oh yeah, before I forget, Predators, wood. If you say no, you're a coward. Coward. Aliens, also wood. Duh. You seen that head? Those things were made to be horny. Bye. Get